I have been really excited. One of the things that we've been doing in my district recently is we reached out, I represent 7 counties, but we reached out to high school students, and we've started a STEM Scholar program where I meet with 19 of our STEM scholars from around the 14th Congressional District in Illinois. We meet monthly going to different STEM facilities, whether it's a research facility or a university or other things, to be able to learn from them. Had a chance to be with some good friends of mine, the Kane brothers. Kane Tubular has worked very closely with NASA in exhaust systems for our rocket engines, and the students just loved it. We had a person from NASA come in and speak to them as well. So good for us to learn together, be inspired, but also to hear from them what's worked for them, what teacher inspired them, what program inspired them. So I asked them if they had any questions for NASA, for astronauts, for scientists who have been engaged in important work. And so I reached out to them, so I'm going to use the remainder of my couple of minutes to ask some of the questions that my STEM scholars had, if that's all right. First, Claire, who is just a brilliant young student. She has been involved in FIRST Robotics as an engineer, drive coach, and outreach coordinator for her team, Got Robot. But Claire asked, what has NASA done in the past, and what does it plan to do to continue to encourage students to pursue careers in STEM, to become that next generation of brilliant scientists and astronauts? And is there a way that NASA can help build curriculum or lessons that could reach more students to be able to do that? And I'd just open that out of what do you think NASA is doing or should do to inspire young people, that next generation of astronauts and scientists?
You know, through our NASA education programs, we have a lot of programs that are focused on kids in STEM and how to get kids engaged in STEM. And I think it's a constant challenge on how do we make sure those programs are really producing good results. You know, how can we make sure that they're effective? And I think over the last several years, we've really taken a hard look at our programs and tried to say, you know, where are we actually moving the needle on this? It's a huge source of frustration when we still don't see girls and underrepresented groups getting into STEM. One of the things we do that I think is effective is we partner with FIRST Robotics, for example, and I think it's a great program.
Me too. Good. I think, too, just continuing to tell your story, and we had the chance last Congress to be able to connect with astronauts up on the International Space Station, and I see all the time as see the NASA channel, oftentimes our astronauts are connecting with students in school groups and how important that is. Let me ask another quick question. Andrew, another one of my STEM scholars from St. Charles, Illinois, another brilliant young man who is very interested in cyber issues, cybersecurity. He's a cyber patriot and also very active in the Civil Air Patrol and Air Force Association. But he had a 3-part question, if I can go through in my last one. As we continuously are moving forward in an interconnected world on the digital level with a greater need for computing power for our future space travel and advancements, we know that our adversaries will take advantage of every aspect of our nation's vulnerabilities. How can someone like me, this is Andrew asking, who is currently involved in cybersecurity education and competition for the past 3 years, contribute to the current and future space travel and advancement? Also, do you think cybersecurity plays a major role in NASA? Lastly, what is the current demand for cybersecurity jobs in NASA?
Well, it sounds like that young man is doing everything he needs to do to get ready.
I'm just trying to grab onto his coattails. He's amazing.
To answer his own question, I have some responsibilities in orbital ATK for cyber security, and it is an extraordinarily complicated issue. It has to be addressed by the government as well as by corporations, and it's just going to be something that's with us continuously, and we're just going to have to start to get smarter and smarter. One of the things that has interested me recently is to try to get security built into processors. And the Draper Laboratory, with which I'm also associated, has developed some means to do that, so that you get away, you continue to use the firewalls and the whitelisting and other aspects of cybersecurity, but you build into the processor that kind of security. And I think it's an intriguing idea, and it's something that Andrew may want to look into.
Good, thank you. My time's expired. We have some other questions that I hope we can maybe give to you all. Some of my other STEM scholars had questions, so if we can follow up. One last word, Chairman. Just want to say thank you to General Stafford, all of you, so grateful for, but General Stafford, really appreciate all that you have done and mean to us, and really appreciated your words last night talking about Gene Cernan and your work with him. We miss him, but we're just so grateful to you and all that you mean to us as a nation, but also to our space program. But all of you, thank you so much. With that, I yield back.